Go!
The anticipation building up to the fifth flight of SpaceX's Starship rocket was palpable down in Boca Chica.
Ignition! And we have movement. Liftoff.
As the sun rose over southern Texas on October 13th, the launch of the Starship rocket was just as SpaceX was hoping. All 33 Raptor engines on the Super Heavy booster roared to life and thundered while the rocket rose into the sky. As crowds watched the combination of liquid methane and liquid oxygen propel the nearly 400-foot-tall rocket upward, all eyes were on the Super Heavy booster. Flight 5 was billed as the first time SpaceX was going to try and catch the booster using its launch tower called Mechazilla.
The folks in launch control behind me, after liftoff, they're going to have some pretty special tasks today if we're going to go through with the catch. They're going to be doing some really detailed inspections just visually of all of the different tower systems, a lot of those things that we upgraded, just to make sure that we are in the right posture to actually proceed with the catch. So they'll be working kind of fast and furious behind the scenes to inform the flight director's manual command to send the booster back.
That team clearly liked what they saw. Less than 4 minutes into the flight and moments after the shutdown of the boost back burn,
flight directors go for booster return.
The go-ahead was given to attempt the catch. The 232-foot-tall Super Heavy booster glided through the sky towards the launch tower before 13 of its Raptor engines sprang back to life, dramatically slowing it down. And as it made its way toward the tower,
here we go. Come on, Mechazilla, let's catch this baby.
The much-anticipated sonic boom rang out, with some local news outlets reporting it being audible from nearly 90 miles away. As seen from the onboard cameras, the hooks on the booster performed as expected, resting right on top of the tower's chopstick arms. The sight left those, like SpaceX commentator Dan Hewitt, at a loss for words.
We got it! I mean, I can't even describe that. Oh, by the way, main engine cut off, ship's in orbit, but I am like shaking right now. That was...
The suborbital flight of the Starship upper stage went nominally during its more than 40-minute coast phase. As Ship 30 began re-entering the atmosphere, it gained a pink glow as plasma began to build up around it as it entered peak heating. Hewitt explained that Ship 30 had some experimental tiles on it to help learn more about the heat shield's performance.
We've got a couple additional tests on this one today where we left off some missing tiles again to test some additional backup layers. We also have, I don't know if we can still quite see them in this view, but you may have noticed we had some kind of silvery looking tiles on Starship as well. And those were pretty much standard tiles, but they were wrapped in aluminum. And it was a pretty simplistic, straightforward one where aluminum starts to melt at roughly the same temperature where steel starts to lose its strength, not necessarily melt. And so if we see stuff melting, we know what our steel is going to be exposed to.
During a promo video on Starbase shared during launch coverage, SpaceX showed off a new forward flap design for future Starship upper stages. SpaceX founder Elon Musk wrote about the change after the launch, saying it's something he's looking forward to seeing in action. In its final moments, Ship 30 performed a flip maneuver and then made a soft water landing, which was captured by a pre-staged buoy in the Indian Ocean. SpaceX points to this as a sign of their mission accuracy in being able to place Starship exactly where they wanted it at the end of the flight. Musk said in another post on X that they hope to perform a catch of Starship upper stage in early 2025. Hewitt captured the moment of celebration for the mission during his final remarks.
First ever booster catch, major step on the way to rapid reusability, and Ship just gave us one heck of a show, making it through a controlled re-entry this time, flaps intact, made it down to the water. Hey, Starships were meant to fly, and it sure as hell flew today, so let's get ready for the next one.
The launch was followed by a couple of days of checkouts on the Super Heavy booster in order to gather more information on its performance. The most obvious damage left was the chine on one part of the booster. Other than that, there weren't any prominent signs of damage on the booster as seen from a distance. Musk said on X, quote, "A few outer engine nozzles are warped from heating and some other minor issues, but these are easily addressed." Just a few hours after the launch, SpaceX prepared a transport vehicle to go retrieve the booster that made history and take it back to the high bay. And with the FAA clearing SpaceX for Flight 6 as well of the Starship program, look for that mission likely in the not-too-distant future. Reporting from Starbase, Will Robinson-Smith for Spaceflight Now.